Happy Friday, Eric Bible with the Bible team at Neil Home Loans. What a roller coaster of a week, kind of the continuing mantra of 2022 and 2023. From the U.S. credit being downgraded to mortgage interest rates breaking yet again above 7%, and our jobs report. However, in all of these turbulence, there is always a silver lining, and that's really the crux of what I want to deliver here today. But first, we really must unpack the week of events, understand why rates yet again broke above 7%, and what we're seeing going forward from here. So first and foremost, as you probably know, heard, seen, witnessed on the news, U.S. credit rating was downgraded from a triple A rating to an AA plus. And essentially what that is, what that means, much like our individual credit scores, the ability to borrow, our national ability to borrow was drawn into question. And the rating agency specifically cited increasing debt, increasing spending, and the fact that mortgage interest rates are higher. And it really comes down to the ability to service that debt. Now, at first, markets did not really blink. No movement was made on Tuesday when this release was made. However, in the subsequent 72 hours up until about this morning, we saw rates really get bludgeoned in the mortgage space. Ultimately, we saw a significant runoff, which again is what drove mortgage interest rates above that 7% channel. This morning, we're seeing some stabilization, and it's really tied to the jobs report, which I'll get to here in a second. But at the moment, there is some undoubtedly uncertainty around what this means and what it looks like going forward for mortgage-backed securities. Now, the good news here is this is fortunately the only second time in U.S. history that this has occurred. And if we rewind to when it first took place in 2011, the kind of fallout was very short-lived and ultimately came back stronger than ever. So here, something we're definitely monitoring very closely, and we'll continue to advise on where things go from this point forward. Fast forward to this morning, we received the jobs report. And really, as I've been mentioning and really discussing over the last few weeks, months, is that really the Fed is focused highly on this and inflation. And really where, yes, we're seeing inflation decline, jobs are holding very strong, which ultimately is a inflationary measure. Well, this morning, markets anticipated a 220,000 new jobs created, 187,000. So it was a miss in our favor, showing less jobs created. However, it's a little bit of mixed signaling in there. Unemployment moved down from 3.6 to 3.5, and earnings remain consistent at 0.4% month over month. So as it stands right now, mortgage-backed securities are really kind of liking the headline number, the fact that it wasn't missed, continuing this narrative of a cooling jobs market, which is a key driver in what will kind of craft the decisions forward from the Federal Reserve. So for now, mortgage rates are liking the news, and hopefully this can kind of ignite and kind of recover some of the losses sustained this week. And next week I can come back and say rates are back in the sixes. So something, again, we're watching and monitoring very closely. Now, to the silver lining, undoubtedly it's an uncomfortable time. Rates are high, inventory is low, home prices continue to rise. But the reality of the situation is transactions are still taking place. In my countless conversations with listing agents throughout the nation, really over the last few weeks, it is a very, very clear stance that homes that are priced right are flying off the shelves. This past weekend, we spoke to multiple agents, and it was kind of the par of the course. Multiple offers at a high rate, double-digit offers in almost every property that we spoke to. And in turn, properties that went into contract this week went in over list price. And really the data that I shared in kind of the outline of the email was centered from Redfin, showing that we're seeing a sharp rise in homes going off market within that 2-week range. So we're, again, yes, undoubtedly uncomfortable times. Housing is holding strong. And again, the narrative continues that with rates elevated, inventory so low, and we're still seeing this type of activity, what happens when rates decline? So the message we need to continue to drive to our consumers of, yes, it is uncomfortable at this moment, but it's only going to get worse as we see mortgage rates come down. And again, it's not a matter of if, it's when mortgage rates come down. And we know inventory is not going anywhere anytime soon. So really the opportunity to get in front of it now before it becomes an even greater problem will set our clients up for success. If you need help conveying this message, we would love the opportunity to support you. Feel free to reach out. Make it a great day, make it a great Friday, and a great weekend. Thank you.